To be honest, I didn't really know how to start this video. Um, Originally, this was gonna be a farewell to YouTube. Um, it's gonna be a farewell to basketball. It was gonna be a farewell to social media in general. Um, Over the course of, I want to say, a year and a half, 2 years now, I've been trying this YouTube thing. You know, and before that, I tried it too. With the streaming and everything, but I've been doing this YouTube thing, and I've had a blast, man. I've had a blast. Um, to everyone who supports and everyone who comes up to me like, "Hey, when you gonna drop another video?" Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, when you uploading again? Hey, y'all don't know how much that means to me, man. Y'all really don't. Like, it means the world to me, man, and so much more. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you. It's honestly hard for me to make this video because of how much you guys have supported me and how much I've been through with trying to make this work. I've lost probably 20 30 videos trying to do this the right way. um I've re-recorded videos, just second guessing myself, trying to figure out if this is really like what I want to do and if I'm gonna be successful at it. But honestly, to be honest, it was never really about being crazy successful with it. Reason I started YouTube is because like growing up, like being around people and everything, I've pretty much always been like that person that could always make anybody feel better. I've always been that kind of person. And I started making videos to just me doing me, doing what I love to do. And then I started trying to move that into making people's days better. I took a lot of inspiration from like Corey Kenshin and Berlizzi. I will watch their videos whenever I'm feeling down, and I wanted my channel to be the same type of way. um but honestly, like, I I hate that this could be coming to an end. This could be the end. um but you know I hate that I didn't get to touch more people with my content. I hate that I didn't. There's a lot of things that I've done in these videos that I wish I could have did different. You know, there's a lot of videos that I scrapped that I wish I would have uploaded. But it's so much going on in my life right now. I'm not gonna touch too much on it, but I'm just going through a lot. I'm dealing with a lot of things. Uh, as everyone's dealing with things, but um, you know, I'm in a place to where I feel like I'm feeling pretty alone right now. You know, I'm feeling as if there's no one for me to call, no one for me to talk to who's gonna understand. And I didn't want to just leave you guys with no explanation to why I disappeared for however long I disappeared for. I didn't want to leave you guys with no explanation. So that's pretty much what this video is. It's an explanation to all of you, a thank you to all of you, and it's you know farewell for now, at least. Um, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I do, honestly. Like, it's meant a lot for me. When I've been at my lowest, I go back and read some of the comments, go back and watch some of my videos, and you know um, go back and look at some messages I had from some of you guys, like, "Hey, when you uploading?" You feel me? Like, it's really just a lot for me to deal with right now, and I'm not able to. I don't think I'm in a good headspace to be able to continue right now. Same thing with basketball. I love basketball. I do. I've wanted to play basketball for a really long time and didn't really get the chance because I played other sports. But like, I really do love basketball. I wish I would have gotten into it sooner. I've only been playing seriously for less than a year now, since I think September last year. Um, but I've come like a really long way. You know, I've seen my progression. Anyone who's been out there with me, even in the videos, anybody who's seen me before that, you know, you can see a lot of progression with my game and with my play style. But honestly, you know, I started using basketball as an outlet for me to, you know, take out my anger, you know, take out my frustration, and, you know, be a stress reliever. But to be honest, you know, basketball ain't very good at that all the time. You know, you know, sometimes you get a little angry, get a little more frustrated. Um, and I'm one of those people. I kind of beat myself up whenever I'm doing bad. You know, I beat myself up about it, and I hate that I do because I'm still new to it. Um, but you know, I'm kind of taking a break from that too. I do plan to make a return as soon as possible. You know, once I can get everything in my life on track. But as of right now, it's just too much for me to deal with my current standpoint. You know. So with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know I've said it 3 times now, but I really do. You know. Um, if you guys really do, you know, enjoy the content and do want to see a return, by all means, hey, you don't have to. Hey, you don't have to, I promise. But by all means, you know, drop a comment, you know, hit me on my socials, you know, like with some encouraging words, if you will. Um, but I do want to make a return. Like I said, I love making these videos. I do, you know. There's so much progression that's happened in my videos over time from the beginning all the way up to now. You know, sound quality, editing quality. There's so much that's changed over this time, and there's so much that I'm working on to be better with making these videos for you guys. I'm learning a lot of different techniques, a lot of different, you know, I'm learning a lot just to be better at doing this for you guys. Um, so trust and believe, you know, trust and believe. None of this. I didn't do any of this for fame. I didn't do any of this for money. I genuinely just wanted to make people happy. Genuinely, I really did. I just wanted to make people's days better, you know, and be a familiar face to them. That, you know, if they feel like they need someone to talk to or someone they can go to, I wanted to be that face for everyone. Um, I wanted to be that person for everyone. Whether it be, you know, commenting or hit me on my socials like, hey, I need advice about this. Hey, can I talk to you about this? You know, um, or, you know, comment on the video like, what should I do in this situation? I wanted to build a community, that way we all can be there for each other, all come together, be able to help each other out, you know, give advice and so on and so forth. I wanted to build a community that was friendly and loving and caring. And so far, I think that's come. I think that's come with the little bit of, you know, media that I have here. But of course, you know, it's definitely gonna take more time if I do decide to return. If I do decide to return, it's gonna take time, and I'm willing to put in that time. I'm willing to put in that effort. But I have to make sure that I'm okay first. You know, I have God by my side. God is with me. He's protecting me. He's keeping me safe, and He's helping me get through this. But I have to also look out for myself too. The same way I looked out for, you know, others in the past. You know, same way I try to look out for everyone. I still have to not forget about myself. You know, and I say that to all of you guys. Don't I understand there's a lot of people out there who, you know, put people before themselves. My dad does it all the time. I do it all the time. You know, you push past a lot of the things that you want to do and a lot of the things that are important to you to be able to be there for someone else or to be able to support someone else. Whole time you may not have that same support system. You may not have, you know, a whole lot of people in your corner rooting for you. Um, which, if so, that's fine. You know, you kind of get used to it over time, but it does feel good to have someone there. It really does. And I want it to be that person for all of you. And I hope that I could have been in some way, shape, or form. But without further ado, that's gonna be it for DTV for a little while. Like I said in the beginning, this video was supposed to be a farewell for good, but I do plan on making a return. And if I don't see you, good morning, good evening, and good night. That's not what it say. I don't know. I forgot. Shout out to Truman Show. Anyway, bye.